Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today for you I have an M&P 2.0 optics ready, what I would call upgraded pistol. So starting with the things that I do like about this and what drew my attention to it initially was the grip angle. It has a much more natural grip angle than something like a Glock per se, which has been my go-to for quite a while now, truthfully. And I had to, it feels much more natural in the hand, similar to that of what I would say is a 1911 grip angle. In fact, it might be. So that is much better for me as a shooter. I can hammer down on this a little easier. The grip texture itself is also amazing. I didn't have to ship it off to go get stippled. It's aggressive. I really, really like the grip texture. It really just sticks on your hand, gloved or ungloved. The front slide serrations are another bonus of the optics ready model. And it's a good looking gun for like a striker fire gun. Like if you look at it and the contours of the slide, it's a decent looking gun personally. Additionally, it comes with suppressor height sights as well from the factory. So you get some kind of a co-witness, you get something right from the factory that you can see through your optic of choice, whatever that may be. Up here I have a Steiner MPS. Probably look at that some other time, but that's also it's a decent optic for what it is too. Trigger, the trigger is the upgraded M&P performance trigger, but it's not the same sear as the performance guns, right? So you're getting that shape. They got rid of that that little curl, the C shape that people complained about, and they moved to this, which I think was a fantastic move on their Smith's part. That was the exact move. They listened to the customers because that's what people's big complaint about it was, is they just couldn't get over that C shape. But it has a very similar feeling to the just a normal M&P 2.0 in terms of that. Matter of fact, if you come over here, let's do a little. So there's a take up, a little bit of take up, just a slight amount of creep, and then it goes. For a striker fired weapon, it's honestly not that bad. So you hit that wall and there's just maybe a barely little bit of creep, and then it just breaks. This is a fantastic gun, honestly. I don't know if I would call it a Glock killer. For me, kind of. This is what I've been shooting since I got it. I like it a lot. This is what I run when I'm out here on the range and stuff. And it's been completely reliable. I have, I want to say, approximately 4,000 rounds through this particular one, which is not crazy, but it gives you an idea roughly of what's going to go on with it, wear on parts. And it's been completely reliable. I don't think I've had a single stoppage ever while using this. And also, at the time when I got this was slightly less than the Glock G17 MOS. And I did give it a look because I saw the 17 MOS, but I wanted something different, right? Something that for me made a little bit more sense. You're getting factory suppressor height sights. You're getting a better trigger. You're getting for me, a better grip angle, more aggressive grip texture out of the box, and front slide serrations as well, which obviously comes with nowadays with anything that's optics ready. But overall, it's a solid, well-rounded gun. I'm surprised that, honestly, that these aren't more popular. Smith and Wesson did a really good job with these. And my only complaint, the only thing that I found kind of weird was from the factory, they include these plastic plates, right, to mount your dots. And I wound up not using it. I wanted to just to see, out of pure curiosity, will it hold a zero, things of that nature. But I wound up having to get something else because it wouldn't fit none of them would fit the footprint of the MPS. So I haven't had a chance to use those. I found that kind of weird. And then the only other thing that bothers me at all, that I'm like, is the price of magazines, right? I'm used to buying Glock magazines, which are, cheap, usually cheap. And so going from that and then stepping into, I would say they're similarly priced to SIG, not quite HK pricing, but they're a little bit more expensive. Actually, let me talk to you about the magazine. So the magazines are coated, they're metal, and they're coated versus just straight up plastic. These have been completely reliable. I like them a lot. They feed smoothly into the mag well of the gun itself. No hang-ups, anything like that. Take that back out. And truthfully, for me, one of the biggest selling points is something that is made in the United States. That's a big, you know, check mark for me in terms of what you get from this. So yeah, that is the Smith and Wesson M&P 2.0 optics ready.